So, I'm just gonna start, and whoever chimes in just chimes in where they chime in at. So, I literally hate toxicity. Um, what is this? I hate toxicity. I hate people that have toxic tendencies and just have to be toxic in some type of way. I absolutely positively hate it. And I was dealing with a person that has literally caused me to go through. I turned my comments off. I turned my comments off on purpose because I just don't need the feedback. But it's just story time about a very bad situation. It's a very, very bad situation where I actually ended up really hurt. And I don't know how to really take it or cope with it, Let me wait. So I met this guy. We were talking for 3 months, a total of like 3 months. And when I met this guy, we were going basically like back and forth. I just told a longer story of it on Instagram, but I'm about to go back out and finish my work, so I'm trying to make this a little shorter. But me and him are dealing, and the first week I missed all the signs. I missed all the wrong signs, the don't mess with them. So first week that I'm with him, he crashes my car, and I don't pay that no mind. He crashes my car because he gets mad that I find out, something was in his phone that wasn't supposed to be in his phone. So we getting into an argument. It's raining outside, and I'm telling him to slow down. I said, you gotta slow down because this car is not made for the fucking rain. You gotta slow down. So he didn't slow down. And we went to go like turn, and when we turned, he hit the pole. He hit the pole on my side though. So when he hit the pole on my side, it literally started like it smashed my window. My foot was swollen. I missed all the signs. My foot was swollen, my leg was bad. And he got out the car. I took the fall for it. When you with somebody, and is anybody that I know, when you with somebody, you don't want nothing happening to them. So if it comes down to something like that, where I'm from, you have their back. So when I got into the car accident, I had to initially, take the hit for everything. So I took the hit for everything. I didn't pay any attention at that moment, which I should have. So then what happens the second week? It's no arguing, but it's just a little weird because you could tell when somebody is super aggressive. If you see somebody super aggressive at the beginning, it's usually never really good. So I just didn't pay that no mind. We get into it really bad, and it was just over like me being out of work. I was out of work for a while. I had like a little bit of a surgery, so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do nothing, and basically it was just depending on him to be there for me, because I can't do it on my own. So I'm just trying to basically, he's a better person is what I'm telling myself, even though I'm seeing that he's horrible. I'm lying to myself, basically. And what that does is, well, you lying to yourself about a person, it causes the friction you don't need in your life, because you should listen to your heart when it tells you to run from a person. No matter what, you have to run. If your heart say run, run. So I just, I'm so shocked. I was just on Instagram talking about this, and my mind is just still blown. Because that was the first time I talked about it. So, hi y'all. So We get up one day, we in a car, we skipping now. This is to like almost 90 days only of us being together, but 3 months, that's it. Get up. Everything seemed normal. Everything seemed okay. Nothing seemed weird. I wasn't really, what did it say? My girl let me 19 years. I'm a bad person. What? But anyways, and nothing was wrong with him. We got up, we was alright. And it was no reason for me to, why pay you any mind? Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, why I need to, I'm cool, you cool, whatever. We get in a car, and mind you, like I said, I had surgery. I couldn't do nothing. So I was just, asking him a question, and he flip out, he get mad, go in the house and start talking to his mother. So I just wanted to make sure he was all right. So I go in the house right after him and, just checking on him to see what's going on. And he's yelling as if we was just arguing at the top of our lungs. Like, da da da, no. And she said, blah, blah. But I'm like, but we wasn't arguing. When I said, but we wasn't arguing, he automatically started choking me. Domestic violence ain't no fucking joke. It ain't no game. It's not funny. Being toxic is not funny. That shit is not cool. It's not cute. He started choking me in front of his mother. His mother just watching him do it. So I'm literally looking up at him, telling him to get off me, trying to move his arms off my neck, but he's stronger than I am, so I couldn't. So once he let up, I don't he was like this. Once he let up, he fled, in a sense, literally out the house. And so I'm crying. I can't breathe. I already got asthma. He's choking me. So once he stopped choking me, I'm trying to catch my breath. I did leave him. I'm trying to catch my breath, and I'm crying. So I go outside, and when I get outside, I'm trying to walk away. And as I'm trying to walk away, I hear footsteps running behind me. But I'm scared. You hear footsteps running behind you. You don't want to automatically turn around. It could be anything. That's scary as hell. I don't like the feeling. So I heard his feet. He running behind me. And all I did was just literally, I felt a thud and my eyes went black. Thud and my eyes went black. And I fell to the ground. When I fell to the ground, I literally, as I closed my eyes, it's like this fast. I opened my eyes again, and I blacked out. He hit me in the back of my head. I fell on the ground and slid. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's healed or healing. But if you see here and here and here, it's like the same thing on my knee. When he hit me, I slid. It was on a hill, so I slid. And he went and picked up my phone. When he picked up my phone, he tried to slam it, tried to break it basically, so I wouldn't be able to call anybody. So I wouldn't have nobody to call. But he constantly picking it up, slamming it, picking it up, slamming it. The third time he did it, it broke. So I didn't have no phone no more to call nobody. He took all the money that I had. We weren't where I'm from. We were in a whole nother state. So he kind of knew what he was doing. All right, if I take her phone and her money, she ain't gonna have to go nowhere. She gonna have to come back here. As a lot of people do, they try to trap people, and people really don't believe that. People will try to keep you around if you try to leave them. They will find a way to try to keep you if you try to leave them. And he, so the neighbors started coming outside. Once they seen him pick up the phone and, toss it down, they all started coming outside. And there's next door, there's at least 15 people that live under one roof. So they're all outside. They can all see this. They see me fall. They see me scrape my arm and my knee. They see me bleeding. Nobody's doing anything. I get it because with domestic violence, you never know because it'd be situations where you'll try to help somebody, or you want to help somebody, and then you try to help and they'll get mad at you for helping because they knew they was gonna stay. This wasn't the case. I was scared as fuck. I just didn't want to be the one to call the cops, because there's a lot, and my ex is black, and there's a lot of like cops that like literally are killing black men, and I just didn't want to be the reason for him dying, even though he just did that shit to me. I didn't want to be the reason for somebody's death, or standoff, you know, in certain terms, you know, with the cops. So I just didn't call. Instead, I tried to grab all my stuff and leave. So, like, after he slammed my phone, I was coming back to on the ground. Like I told you, I opened my eyes. All I seen was him grab my phone, and he started walking back the other way. As I'm getting up, I could hear him constantly slamming my phone. When I got up to my feet all the way, the third slam came and he broke my phone. So I had no way to call nobody. So I'm going now. I'm like, why did you break my fucking phone? I'm crying. His mother is in the house. So I go in the house thinking his mother was going to help me. If you're a woman and you see another woman going through domestic violence, or you see her getting hurt, try to help her. Try to see if she's all right. Make sure she's breathing. She's all right. She's alive. You know, it's his mom though. So I'm really expecting her to say, yo, well, you know, what are you doing? Stop. Like, you know, don't put your hands on her. Like, what are you doing? Don't put your hands on her. She didn't. She really didn't. Instead, I went in the house and I'm telling her, you know, that this man is doing stuff that I don't understand. Like, he putting his hands on me and I just don't get it. You know, and she like, he got anger issues. Just let him do it. Like, what I'm supposed to do with that? So she's allowing him to beat me up in front of her. So worst shit, yo. I was disgusted. I didn't even know what to say at that point. So I just turned around, went back outside, tried to get some air, but then he came back out. So I went back in. All my stuff is in his house. I'm in a whole nother state. I drove down there with him. I don't got no way home. Took my money and broke my phone. You see what I'm saying? People will try to keep you where you are. If they don't want you to leave, they will try to keep you there. You gotta have a way out. You have to have a way out. If somebody is hurting you, if somebody is trying to trap you, you gotta have a way to get back home. So his mother, like, just let him do it. You know, just let him basically let him put his hands on you, because he got anger issues. So just let him do it. I never seen that in my life. Like, I never was expecting a lady to do that, or just be like, I don't even want to find, let me just stop a second. I don't even want to find anybody. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust a mother. I don't trust a soul. Do you understand? I don't trust nobody. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want nobody loving me, showing me nothing. No, you don't got to do none of that. Don't love me. Don't show me what love is. I don't know. What your belief of love is probably not the same as mine. And I don't want it. I don't want it. So I'm sitting on a bar stool, because I went back in the house after he came back outside. I sat on a bar stool. His mother's sitting on the couch. Mind you, she just told me to let him do it. She just told me, let him put his hands on you. So I'm sitting on a bar stool. She's sitting on the couch. He come back in the house and go up to the room. So now, all of a sudden, he's looking for car keys. He's looking for his car keys. He come back down the stairs. Mind you, I don't know where to go, because he's my way there. He's the way that I got to that state in the first place. So he's asking his mother, where's the keys? Then he's asking me, what? Shut up. You gotta, let me block you. Hassan, goodbye. But anyways, because that is so not the time for that. That is not what I'm on live for. It's not the time for that. It's just not the time for that. But yeah, so I'm sitting on a bar stool. She's on the couch. He come down the steps and he's like, where's my keys? And I'm like, I don't got your keys. I don't know where your keys at. So his mother is looking at me, and she looked at me and like shook her head, like, you know, and said, "Don't say nothing." And I said, "I'm not," and went like that, like I'm not. I never seen a demon in somebody's face before until that day. That man turned his head. When he turned his head, it was a demon turning with him. I never seen nothing like this before in my life. But he already done did so much to me. I mean, there's no way there's no way not to believe what I seen. And he like turned towards me. He looked at me. I had my hair up in a puff because I got like long pretty hair, but it's curly. When it's wet, it gets curly. So I put it up in a puff. And when I put it up in a puff, like, you know, I be chilling. So I'm sitting there, and he walks over to me after she tells me no. I like snicker a little bit. I'm just like, I'm not like. He walks over to me. He picks me up. He picks me up by my hair, my natural hair, drags me off the bar stool, and slammed me on my entire right side. He slammed me. Do you understand? I gotta breathe before I finish because my heart is broken. My heart is broken. And I don't even want to be on live crying. My heart is broken. He slammed me on my right side. I tried to get up. I like literally like was trying to get up, and he pushed me back down. So at that point, once he pushed me down, I was scared. In my head, I'm just saying, turn around, because he's on top of me. And he already did everything else he did to me. So all I'm thinking in my head is he might stomp me on my back. You know, this is supposed to be somebody I'm supposed to be in a relationship with. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. For real. I don't cry on live. I don't do that. I'm just hurting. I'm a human. I'm human. I'm a human. Oh. And so wow, I can't believe it. I just can't believe I went through it. My heart is so pure, my soul is pure. Yo, people live for social media and shit. I do this shit because it makes me smile. This shit don't mean nothing to me. The only thing that really matters to me is people smiling. From me, personally. Me making you smile. Me doing something to make you happy and keep you happy. He knew that. He knew what type of person I was. That man still did what he did. I don't give a fuck about no tears. What my soul feel. And how people will perceive me because of my tears. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care. You guys look at me how you want. Because just how I went through this, somebody that you know, somebody you know, didn't even mention it to you, but they going through it too. You just don't know that. But somebody that you know is going through what I went through. So I'm going to talk about it. Damn it, I don't give a fuck about no tears. I don't give a fuck about none of that. My soul hurts. My soul hurts. That's more important than tears falling down my face. My soul hurts. I told his mother, I never had nobody beat me up like this. I don't know what to do. I told her I want to call the cops. She gonna tell me, you sound like his baby mother. I sound like what you mean? I sound like his baby mother. I'm scared. I don't got no help. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. But, like I said, she already told me, you know, when he slammed me on my side, she was telling me, just let him do it, you know, all that stuff. Like, she just told me, just let him do it. Just let him beat you up because he has anger issues. She was so afraid of her son. She was so scared of her son that she let him do whatever he wanted to do to me in front of her. Like, any mom out there, please. Like, if your son ever beat on a girl or do any of that shit in front of you, please stop him. Try to stop him. Don't tell the girl, let him do it. Like, she told me to let him beat on me, man. She didn't help me. She didn't help me. God. She didn't help me. I'm not even embarrassed. When he pushed me on the ground, I tried to get up. I left him already. I've been left him. I just have to talk about this because of what's happening to me right now, currently in my life. He's in jail. He's in jail. He's in jail. He's in jail. So, a lot of y'all just came on. Oh my God. A lot of y'all just came on. But I just explained I'm going through something really bad. I just wanna I gotta talk about it though, because I'm not the only person going through it. There's just a lot of people embarrassed about it. Shaking. I gotta breathe, because if I don't, like, I'm gonna just explode. So after he pushed me down on the ground, I turned over. When I turned over, I asked him, like, why are you putting your hands on me? Like, stop touching me, you know, stop hitting me. And he banging, like, he literally grabbed my hair and started banging my head up against the ground. And he's banging my head, and, like, nobody's stopping him. Nobody was stopping this man. So his mom's standing there. Oh, her fucking disgusting ass, yo. She just standing there letting him do it. Letting him bang my head on the fucking ground instead of helping me out. I tried to get up and go out the house. I was so fucking scared. I didn't know what else to do. I tried to get up and go out the house. I tried to stand up again. And when I tried to stand up again, he grabbed my shirt. He grabbed my shirt and started pulling me out the house. Like pulling me by my shirt. My shirt rips. You know what I'm saying? My shirt rips. All the neighbors outside. The neighbors could see me. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. He told me to get out. He told me to leave. He choked me in front of his mother. He punched me in the back of my head outside in front of all the neighbors. It was on the neighbor's camera. He broke my phone, took my money. Oh. Slammed me on my right side. Ripped my shirt. Had me bleeding on my arm and my knees. Kicked me out in the rain. And I was so fucking scared. I was so scared. I didn't care. I left. I was in Georgia. I I was in Georgia at night by myself, and I wanted to go home. I'm from Connecticut. I'm from CT. I just wanted to go home, and I walked in the rain. I walked in the rain. I took all my stuff. I walked in the rain. I was so scared that if I stay, he gonna kill me. If you stay, this man gonna kill you. He don't care about you. You know, look at what he just did to you. You know, I didn't give him a reason to. And he crushed me for no reason. I gave him my heart. I literally gave him my heart. And he crushed me. He crushed me. When I left, initially he kicked me out in the rain. I had to walk in the rain to the gas station. And in Georgia, if anybody is from Georgia, they could tell you in Georgia, when you walking in Georgia, or when you in Georgia, it's the trafficking for women out there is terrible. And then like everywhere, the gas station, the corner stores, anything in Georgia is far. Everything in Georgia is far. You need a car when you live in Georgia, period. He kicked me out, so I'm walking. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not from there. I just got beat up and I just want to run away. His mother had taken his side instead of just telling him to stop. Instead of just saying, don't hit her. She didn't even say, don't hit her. She let him hit me anyways. That's the most hurtful thing, to have a woman right there, a woman she been through it already. He told me 1,000,000 times his mother already been through domestics. You know, his mother got beat up a lot. He had to beat up his mother's ex-boyfriend because his mother's ex-boyfriend put his hands on her. But then you do it to me, and then not for nothing, to his mother, you've been through it before, and you let him do it to me? Like, you fucking sicko, you know? What parent does that? Like, what parent watches their kid pulverize somebody and not help? Like, who does that? Who does that? It's so bad because I just want to help. I just needed somebody to just stop him, just like to help me, and they wouldn't. Everybody next door, there were neighbors. It's like 15 people that live in the house next door to him, and he's doing all this outside. It's on the neighbors' cameras. They see this man. He's literally pulverizing me in front of them, and nobody is helping. Nobody wanted to help me. Like, come on, like, he could have killed me. Like, I gotta do better. I know it's domestics, but I didn't want that to happen to me. Like, I wanted somebody to help me. I needed help. I needed help. I just needed help. That was it. I just wanted somebody to come help me. really horrible today because of what he did to me. If y'all got sisters, moms, aunts, whatever, yo, listen, you gotta keep them protected. These fucking men are terrible. Like, terrible. And I wanted to get home. I'm walking. Everybody in a car just driving past me. Nobody cares. Like, everybody literally just, I'm crying, I'm bleeding, everything. They just going. I get to a gas station. This guy's literally sitting outside the gas station, and they're like, what's wrong? And yes, I'm telling my story about what happened to me in my ex relationship, and it's affecting me today, right now, and it's gonna affect me for the rest of my life because of what he did to me. And the doctors just finding out. Great. I would never talk about it if I didn't have to deal with this shit for the rest of my life. But because I have to deal with this for the rest of my life, I'm gonna talk about it, damn it. The guy, I walked to the gas station. My tablet was dying. I didn't have no phone. He took the money. And I make money, okay? I work at one of the best fucking hospitals in the United States. I work hard. I get my money. I get my own money. I just didn't have it at the time because I had surgery. So I didn't have no choice but to just depend. I didn't have no choice but to depend on him. He was the only person that was around that I had. And he screwed me over. He took advantage of my heart. He beat me up really bad. His mother didn't help me. His sister didn't help me. His cousin didn't. They didn't fucking help. The neighbors, they didn't. Nobody helped. Nobody helped me. My mom, I had to call my mom. I had to walk to the gas station. I had to walk in Georgia at night. I had to make a decision in my mind. I had to make a decision. I could go to the park. I could go sit down, and I could just sit there and wait, and just wait and see if a miracle happened, if somebody will find me, or if I gotta just sit there and until I die, then I just sit there until I die. At that point, that's where my mind was. He took my phone and my money. I'm in Georgia and I'm from Connecticut. I had no way home and nobody to talk to. So before I got to that gas station, to that guy, I had to make a choice. Literally make a choice. It was, you go back to your family or you don't go back home at all. I had to make a choice. And when I was walking, I sat for a second, just stopped for a second. I just thought, do I want to even live? What if nobody never find me? What if nobody never finds me? And what am I supposed to do? I said, what if he lied to them? He could lie to them. He could tell them that I started it, or, you know, something. So what do I do, you know? And I'm like, literally, I start seeing my grandmother's face, my mom's face. I start seeing my cousin's face. Anybody that I love, I started immediately thinking about them. Immediately thinking about them. And I decided to take the left that would lead me to the gas station. When I got to the gas station, you could see the blood. The blood was running down my shirt and down my jeans. When he hit me in the back of my head and I slid on the hill, it like scraped my arm and it scraped my knees. Like, before he even broke my phone. This was like when he hit me in the back of my head. And I just like, we had just left from there like maybe 30 minutes before he even started hitting me, before any of this even started happening. And I just the guy, they're literally asking me like, you know, what's wrong? I don't know why I did that. Like, what's wrong? My mind is. But he's just like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, the guy that I was just here with, because they just seen us. The guy, my ex, because I'm saying my ex, he just beat me up. And they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, but y'all just left here. And no, I didn't. No, I'm just telling my story. I got hurt really bad, and it's affected me today. And the doctors just diagnosed me with something because of this situation. So I'm going to tell my story. I don't care about no tears, none of that. And so I go to the gas station, so you know they all see me. So I'm telling him I got my tablet, but my tablet only got like, it had like 3%, like 3% left. And I just I just burst out crying, man. I didn't know what do you do? What do you do? The tablet was the only thing that I had left. Took the money, took the phone. All I got is my tablet. The man is like, just try to relax. You know, I got my phone. You can use my phone. The first thing I think is, let me, I'm shaking. Let me, sorry, my mind. I'm so hurt. I get in contact with my cousin. I get in contact with my cousin. I'm telling her what happened. She start freaking out. She calls my mom. My mom talks to the guy at the gas station. He gives her the money. She gives him the money like through Cash App or whatever, because now it's, okay, we got to get Dejana home. You know, how are we going to get her home? So she sent him the ticket, and I didn't have no more money. So when you get to New York, like if you leave from Georgia, getting from Georgia to New York is it's okay. The ride was just fucked up because the only thing that I'm thinking about on the plane is how I just got beat up really bad. Was walking in the rain. You know, neighbors watched everything happen. You know, I had no help. Didn't call the cops. Let me elaborate. I could have easily went to any of the neighbors and been like, hey, could somebody call the cops? Or, you know, somebody call the cops. But nobody called the cops, though. The reason I didn't say anything is because he was fucking pulverizing me the whole time. So I'm expecting someone to call the cops. I'm expecting somebody to help me. Like, I'm expecting somebody to be there. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. This world is fucked up, man. I was expecting somebody to be there for me. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. Y'all do not understand how scary this shit is. Scary. It's scary. I watched my mama. I watched my mama. My mama went through it. I don't want to go through it. I watched my mama in a hospital bed, okay? My mama, her eyes swollen shut because of a man beating on my mama. So I didn't want the same thing, you know? I wanted a different mind. I wanted a different heart when it came to that. My mother felt like you could be a good person, you know, but you know, or a bad person, but you'll get better. You know, my mom always stick with that. Oh, it'll get better, you know. Like, you know, they may be mean, but they won't be like that forever. That's not true. You know, sometimes people, you can't move their spirit. Sometimes some people just like that, man. People just evil sometimes, and you gotta let them be where they at. You understand? Yo, I'm a tough cookie. I am tough, but with this, my soul so hurt. My soul hurts so fucking bad. Oh, so bad. My soul hurts so bad. Oh, I just don't understand. I got on a plane from Georgia to New York. I still didn't have a phone. I still didn't have no money. So, you know, I ain't know what to do. I'm at LaGuardia and I'm just lost. It's dark, it's midnight. I don't know what to do in New York. I'm from Connecticut. I know New York, but listen, when I'm in New York, I'm at the club. I go to the club, I get in my car, I go home. That's it. I don't never, you know, just be out there. So when I got to LaGuardia, I was just so scared, yo. I was shook, man. Like, I just wanted somebody to be there. And I ain't had no way to call my mama. And somebody, I'm talking to the guy where the shuttles usually are. There was a worker standing there. And I'm asking him, you know, when is the shuttle coming? Because I'm going to have to get to the train station. I don't know nothing about New York. So he like, there's no shuttle coming. He was like, ever since COVID started, they stopped the shuttles. So you're going to have to walk. And I was like, walk from LaGuardia to the train station. So as I'm talking, two ladies hear me. They hear me talking to this guy. One lady walk over and she like, listen, I don't know you, but I got $50 for you. I work hard. I work at one of the top hospitals in the United States. I make good money, but I just didn't have it. He took everything that I had while he was whooping my ass, and I couldn't help nothing that was going on. And she gave me that $50, and that $50 was everything. Hey, you hear me? Everything to me. That $50 saved my life. I ain't have money for food. I ain't have money for drinks. Like, you know, water, anything in the airport that I could get. Now I could get it because she gave me $50. And I had the $17 for the train from the guy. But that's all I had left. So when she gave me the 50, it meant everything. And then another lady walk up and she like, I don't know you, but I'll call you a lift. Like, man, my grandmother spoke about God my whole life. Y'all hear me? My whole life. I ain't have no phone and no money. And somehow it was coming. Somehow I got $50 all of a sudden. Somehow I had a lift all of a sudden. And the guy standing there, he let me use his phone so I could call my mom. Somehow I had a way to the train station. I had a phone to call my mom. I had money. Everything. Everything that I had just lost, God gave it back. God gave it, thank you. Everything that I just lost, God gave it right back to me. You hear me? Because I left. That's why. If I had stayed, he'd have killed me. me, I would not be alive to tell my story. He would have killed me. He would have killed me, and I would not be here right now if I would have stayed. I had to go. I was so scared. And I ain't have nobody to run to because all my family was in Connecticut. And I was in Georgia. You get what I'm saying? I just believed somebody. I believed that they loved me. I believed that they loved me. They did not love me. He couldn't have left me. He couldn't have left me doing all of that. So I got in the car with the Lyft driver, and I started telling the Lyft driver, because the Lyft driver is like, are you okay? You all right? You want to come, you want to come in now? Because I'm talking to the lady still. I'm giving them a hug, saying goodbye. And he's like, you want to go now? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go now. So he's bringing me to the train station. I took down their numbers. I took down everybody's number because I want to call, like, y'all are angels. Where did y'all come from? I was alone, and as much as I wanted my family members to be there, or somebody that I know, I had to realize I really wasn't alone. When those people helped me, I was not by myself no more. God was with me the whole way back home. God was with me I don't know how I got, it's mind-blowing about how I got back home after going through something so fucking horrible. I just wanted help. Just wanted to go away. I just wanted to go away. I just wanted to go away. I wanted to get back home. I just wanted to get back home. See my mom. See my family. Hug everybody. Tell everybody I love them, And that if they were mad at me, I'm sorry. That I'm sorry if I hurt them, because if I would have let him kill me, I'd have never been able to tell anybody sorry ever again. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I did was right all my wrongs when I got home, because I made it out. So I got home because the Lyft driver was listening to us talk, me and the ladies. And when I got in the car, he's like, I overheard you talking, what happened? And I told him, I just got beat up really badly. My boyfriend just kicked me out. My ex just kicked me out in front of all the neighbors. The neighbors watched him beat me up. Nobody did nothing. I was bleeding and everything. And he seen me bleeding and all of that too. And we got to the train station in New York. And it's midnight. It's like at least 20 people outside. Oh my God. It was just, I can't, y'all, please don't be ignorant. Please don't be ignorant up here, please. Like, don't, please. Just listen. That's it. Just listen. He asked me, he was like, do you want me to drive you back to New Haven? I'm from New Haven. He's like, I know we in New York, but if you want, I'll just drive you home so you don't have to worry about spending no more money. And I broke down crying in the car and back to him, like, if you could, please take me home, like, to my family. And just bring me home to my family, please. And he drove me all the way from New York to New Haven. And I was mind blown again. Now I kept the 50. I didn't have to spend the 50. I didn't have to spend the $17. I didn't pay for the ride from LaGuardia to New Haven. Anything I would have needed money for, I didn't need it no more. I got home without it. I didn't need nothing. Nothing, but I literally prayed all the way home. I already got beat up bad by my boyfriend. This is somebody I loved. He was supposed to protect me, you know? When somebody do something to you, that person you run to, that was the one whooping on me. For there's no reason. I did nothing. I get home, my dad calls me. My dad is like blowing my phone. Like, my sister give me a phone, I do a text now number. So then I text my dad, Dad, this is my number, call me when you can. He blowing me up. I never text my dad. So my dad called me. So my dad said he talked to him. And no, my dad said, listen, I ain't called the cops, all right? I know I was supposed to call the cops, but I did not. I do not want to be there. Listen, he's in jail. It's not because of me. It's because of karma. I never called the cops. I didn't want to be the reason the cops killed somebody. I didn't want to be the reason. I didn't want that. God forbid if the cops would have killed him. I know he beat me up bad. I know. But if I would have called the cops and they would have killed him, my heart, I don't know how to took any of that. So I didn't call the cops. I just left. If you could leave, just leave. I don't understand. There's not that much love in the world. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck if you got a place to stay, a car, whatever. I don't care. I don't need to be with you if you're gonna be doing this to me. I ran. I left, honey. I ran. I'm not staying and fighting. I'm not. That person will get better. They won't do it no more. I'm not doing none of that, all right? I work hard, you see this? I wear my shit proud, you understand? I wear my shit proud. I don't deserve the shit that I went through. I've been doing this for 9 years, man. Anything that I do, I take care of people. My heart is big. My heart is gold. You hear me? When it comes to loving people, I do that. That's my job. I do that. Like, so when I went through that, I didn't understand. Is it something that I deserve? Like, why the fuck I'm going through this when people fucking murderers over here? It's fucking killers out here, bro. Like, why the fuck am I going through this shit? Why didn't nobody help? Why didn't nobody help me? Like, why didn't nobody help me? And I just, I get back home, I like break down. I break down so bad. I broke down so bad. And I couldn't believe, like, I told him I love him, you know. I said I love you, and I literally like traveled and I did anything that he needed me to do. And he like said thank you by hurting me, like, you know. So what? Yeah, please stop, because I'm just gonna turn my comments off. Like, seriously. I just literally like I tried to just like sleep. I tried to lay down and sleep. I tried to relax and rest, and it didn't work. Every time I lay down or tried to rest, my legs hurt really bad. Because he slammed me on my right side, and I tossed and I turned for like 4 nights straight, and then I went to the hospital because something was not right. I felt it, like something wasn't right. When I went to the hospital, they said that I had permanent hip damage. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna block people that's negative. I'm just gonna block people that's negative. And that's it. And then not for nothing, it's a lot of catfish pages. But I just I'm sorry. I gotta get my mind. I just wanted to make sure I was alright. So I went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, they did, like, you know, the x-rays and stuff, you know. But I have permanent hip damage because of how he slammed me on my side. I got permanent hip damage. So I take gabapentin. A lot of gabapentin. Gabapentin is a nerve pain medication, and I take 600 milligrams of gabapentin. And I take it 3 times a day, and it helps with the pain. It helps with the pain. So I use that. I use that as I am trying to breathe. I'm trying to breathe. I hear y'all. I'm trying to breathe. Just gotta breathe. I gotta breathe. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your prayers. I need it. Y'all are idiots, some of y'all. And it's only a few people. Fucking weirdos. But anyways. Are you at peace right now that he's in jail? Yes. I'm at peace. I'm at peace. I'm in pain, but I'm at peace. I'm gonna finish my story. I am literally blocking people. I can't deal with stupid people. I really can't. Not when I'm just telling my story I am blocking them. No, no. Let me be clear about this. TikTok is just TikTok. I am telling my story to help people. Me telling my story literally don't benefit me at all. Me telling my story doesn't benefit me, but it will help another woman that is going through it, or men go through it. Men go through domestic violence. Yeah, I think they don't. Men get hit all the time. Men get smacked up and slapped up all the time. It is not just women, and it is not a joke. It's not a joke, yo. I just told my whole story. I know this shit is not a joke. I got permanent hip damage. If you go to this not even my main TikTok. My main account, that's where I usually be at. I move around a lot. I like dancing. I like, I work a lot. I like working. He gave me permanent hip damage from slamming me so hard. I take the gabapentin for it. Like nerve medication. And like I said, me crying, me being on live, me telling my story about domestic violence, that don't benefit me, but that help somebody else. Maybe somebody else will get the courage to walk away. Maybe somebody else will leave. You know what I'm saying? Because domestic ain't no fucking joke, okay? Domestic violence is fucking physical. It's a mental. That shit is no joke. It's no joke. That shit can happen to your mama. It can happen to your father, your cousin, your brother, your uncles. It doesn't matter. It can happen to anybody you know. It can happen to you. It can happen to you. You could literally be joking about it or laugh about it, and the shit can happen to you. Domestics is no fucking joke, bro. It's no joke. I'll never ever be able to forget what he did to me because I got nerve damage in my hip. That shit don't go away. They can't fucking fix your nerve damage. They can't. They can't. I'm at work maybe like 4 weeks ago, and I was hurting, just like, why do I feel like this? Now, mind you, I told you everything he already did. He punched me in the back of my head. I slid down the hill. When I slid down the hill, you see it healing now, right? But this is where all my skin came off at when he hit me and I slid. It was here, you see it now, or this. He hit me and when I slid, this came off and my knee skin came off. And I just, he broke my phone, took my money, slammed me on my right side, banged my head up against the ground, ripped my shirt, kicked me out, like degraded me, completely degraded me in front of everybody. And I'm glad he in jail. I'm glad he in jail. But my story is gonna help somebody. It's gonna help somebody else. Somebody gonna hear me. They're gonna understand why I'm telling my story. They're gonna understand. They're gonna understand. People don't got it to run away. They don't got it to run away. They want to stay because they think that they could cure people, that they could help people. You can't cure everybody. You can't help everybody. But please do know, it's a lot of people going through this. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's your next door neighbors. It's your fucking co-workers. Everybody. Your own family members. Everybody. I'm like, everybody. I just, Yo, I'm sorry. Toxicity, it has to end. Like, I can't. Like I said, I watched my mama, my own mama, go through it. It was normalized, but not by me. You know, I had to run. I had to run away when I could. When I got back, I tried to lay down. When I tried to lay down, when I got back home, I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't lay certain ways. And I was just, I can't even explain it. I was in so much pain. And just like, as soon as I couldn't take it, which was at least like what, the third day, I went to the emergency room. They did the x-rays, and that's when they told me, you know, that it was the hip damage, that when I went through all of that, that it was the hip damage. I'm just blocking as I go. Y'all don't have to respond to the negative people, because like as they write negative comments, I just block them. And if y'all don't notice it, the number, once I block them, that number goes down one person. Like it goes down one number. I'm just blocking as I go, so it's okay. Y'all don't even have to say nothing to the negative comments. I'm just literally gonna block them. Hold on. Thank you for your prayers. Yes, neighbors do go through it. Everybody knows somebody that been through it or is going through it, and no, it is not a joke, and it is not funny. And like I said, me telling my story does not benefit me, but I'm praying it touches somebody else's soul and spirit in this world through this live video, because your strength is your own, and the only way you're gonna make it out is with you. So I was at the hospital, and before you know, I left, I'm just, not even before I left, but during them like giving me the description of like what's happening to me, you know, that I have hip damage and everything, I find out I was pregnant. So I was pregnant, and when all that stuff happened, I was, and I'm not, so you know what happened. I lost my baby, you know, but so I lost my baby. It's because of what he did. Before he even did all of that, I had already peed on a stick, and I had already told him. I already told him. He seen the stick. His mother seen the pregnancy stick. His whole family seen the pregnancy stick. And she still let him do all of that shit to me in front of her face, bro. Like, she still let this nigga pulverize me in front of her face. She knew I was pregnant, bro. I just wasn't sure. But like going through what I was going through, I was so focused on getting home. I had even forgot about that part. I like, so mind blown. Like I had forgot about that part. Like, and I just, oh man, yo. I just, I don't know. Like I said, this is from when I fell, when he hurt me, but you see it healing. It's almost all the way healed. Here, 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 here. You can literally see here. I was scarred up bad. My knee, it has a smaller, the skin shrank in now. So it's not as bad. But like I said, you said from what? When he hit me in the back of my head, I blinked. When I blinked, I fell. I was on a hill, and when he hit me, I slid, like literally slid. And when I slid, it hit here in my knee. So you see, it's getting smaller now. It was all of this, and it shrank, and then this healed. When I fell, it scraped together. So, and his mother didn't help me. She didn't help me. She didn't. Don't think that everybody's gonna help, because they won't. Everybody's not gonna help you. If you're going through this, everybody is not gonna fucking help. Stop thinking people's gonna help you. Everybody is not gonna help you. When a man is trying to kill you, or a woman is hurting, people don't give a fuck, bro. They will watch you die first, okay? So don't think somebody gonna help you. Make sure you straight. Make sure you got your own money. Make sure you could get where you gotta go. I don't give a fuck if you travel all the way to Africa. Make sure you could get back from that bitch and get back home to where you need to go by yourself. Don't depend on nobody to take care of you. Don't let this happen to you. Don't let this happen to you. I turn off my comments because I fucking want to. I'm telling a story to help people. It's little fucking kids up here that will never understand. And it's also trolls, white people that hate black people, that's just watching me tell a story, waiting to say something negative. All that together, miss me with the fucking comments. If you're gonna listen, go ahead and stay. By all means, stay. But I'm not allowing no more comments. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all fucking ignorant until the shit happens to somebody you know. I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking regret it. It's not gonna be no fucking joke to you, okay? Ain't gonna be, you're gonna wanna kill somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody hurt your mama or hurt your sister, you're gonna wanna fucking kill them. You understand? If they pulverize them to the point where they can't walk, you know, they got hip damage for the rest of their life, they lost a baby because a person put their hands on that person, like on a person you love, you're gonna want to fucking kill them. You are. So laugh now, but it won't be funny if it happened to you. I promise you. You gotta have kids one day. You got cousins, you got mothers, you got sisters. It's happening to somebody that you know and you don't even have no fucking clue. But you laugh. But you laugh. Right? It's funny. Right? about 4 weeks ago, I felt so bad. I didn't know why the fuck my body was reacting the way it was reacting to me working. Usually, if I work 60 hours a week, I'm okay. I could work 60 hours a week and be fine, just fine. But for some reason, I did 60 hours a week this 1 week, and my body went nuts. Like, I'm like, why am I in so much pain? I go back to the emergency room. Mind you, after the fact of him doing what he did, I go back to the emergency room. They want me to go see a doctor. I go see the doctor. The doctor tells me that he thinks if my body went through the trauma that I went through, he thinks it's fibromyalgia. If anybody knows what fibromyalgia is, even if you don't, I will explain. So fibromyalgia is another type of pain that deals with the nerves. It makes your skin hurt really bad. I go through flare-ups where my hand gets swollen, my foot gets swollen. Mind you, at the beginning of this video, I was explaining we got into a really bad car crash the first week. I ignored all the signs of him being the wrong man in my life. I stayed with him I thought he was going to be better. No matter what I thought I knew about him, I thought he was going to be better. Something was going to get better. It was going to get better. Same man that I tried to give a chance is the same man that almost took my fucking life. Just because somebody tell you they want to be positive don't mean they're going to change. So you don't believe none of that. Don't believe none of that. If somebody ain't changing in front of you already, I can't believe words. I'm not with that. You got to start today. I got to see the change today. The doctor tells me that I have fibromyalgia. Because of the trauma, everything that he did, I now have fibromyalgia and permanent hip damage. The story that I'm telling does not benefit me at all. It don't benefit me. I just get stuck with a hurt hip and hurt skin with flare-ups where I get swollen from time to time in my ankles and my feet and my hand and sometimes my knees. That's what I get stuck with. I gotta keep telling my story. Embarrassed as I tell it, it don't matter. I still gotta tell my story. Domestic violence. Oh my God, I know it's so many people watching me going through domestic violence right now. Please, please run away, just run away. I know it's not that much love in the world. I promise you, you can love yourself way more than the next person. Mind blowing. I promise you, you can love yourself way more instead of going through domestics. It's hard to hear for some people because they don't want to leave, but you need to leave. Ain't nothing good gonna come out of you staying. Nothing. You see me? I'm going through all this. He's in jail, not because of me. Hold on. Hold on. I say that to say this. If you got somebody that is in a domestic violence situation, get them out. If you got somebody that is trying to run away, that need help, help them. If somebody's getting beat up really bad in front of you, stop the person that's hurting them. Help them. If I had the help, I would have been so much better. I would have been so much better because a lot of things would have been avoided. But I didn't have the help. And y'all watching me, man. I told the whole story. Like literally, I got hit behind my head, slid on the ground, picked up my phone, he broke it. I, went behind him because I didn't have nowhere to go. We was all the way in Georgia. I'm from Connecticut. I didn't have no way home besides him. When you travel, make sure you got your own stuff, your own money, your own everything, so you won't have to have help getting back, because you don't know what's gonna happen. And you can't leave yourself out to dry like that in a domestic violence situation. It's just that me just meeting him and only being with him for less than 90 days, I didn't think that he was capable of beating me for no reason. Like, I didn't know that that was a thing, or that that could even occur. But it can. It can happen. It will to some. It did to me. Me telling my story, like I said, that don't benefit me in no type of way. What it does actually is open up a really bad, unhealed wound. Not a scar. An unhealed, super unhealed wound that I tried to just let heal a little bit. But I need to tell my story because I'll keep it in the inside and blow up. Keep blowing up on people. I can't keep doing that. But I know that if I do tell my story, I need to make it worth it. By making it worth it, I'm just going to talk to anybody who need to hear it. And I'm going to keep telling my story. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and tell my story. And I'll come back as much as I need to tell my story until I reach who I need to reach, because there's women out there that really can't do it by themselves. They really need help. And I was just lucky enough to get away once it happened. I ran. I made it out. And there's thousands, millions of women that have passed away because of staying. They couldn't make it out. And I just couldn't be like that. I didn't want that to be me. But if you have a sister, I seen before I cut my comments off, some people got sisters. There was somebody that had a sister, somebody had a neighbor, and a cousin. I had seen different comments, but that's going through the same thing. If you know anybody that's going through domestic that need your help, help them, please. Just please help them. For those just coming on, because there's a lot, it's like 200 more people up here. I was doing a live just to send a message to anybody that needed to, hear it. You can get help in a domestic violence situation. Always make sure you can help yourself. You can cover yourself in a domestic violence situation. And keep somebody close to you. Like, always keep like a family member close to you. The ones that's just getting here, I explained, I have permanent hip damage. I got permanent hip damage, and fibromyalgia, which I just found out about and just started taking medication for. But the fibromyalgia came from the domestic violence situation, my body taking so much trauma. at one time. Um, and that's why I say, if you know someone, um, help help them out, because they probably really do need you. They probably absolutely need you. I needed somebody. I wish somebody would have just said, hey, you want me to call the cops for you because you don't have no phone? You know what I'm saying? But they didn't do that. Yeah, they didn't do that, you know? It's alright, yo. I really keep telling people, man, this don't benefit me at all. This actually hurts my heart telling my story, man. That hurts my heart telling my story. Yeah, I'm glad I got out too, because his family members wasn't gonna help me. So it's either I stay there and he could possibly kill me, and they probably gonna make up a story as to what happened, or, you know, I could just leave and avoid all of that. So I just left and avoided it. And then somebody like a month ago came up to me and was like, that he was at a gas station, and when he was at the gas station, it was somebody there that wanted to kill him. Previously, I guess he got into a run with a guy, and the guy wanted to take him out or whatever. So the guy seen him at the gas station, and they said that the guy was about to kill him or whatever, and then the guy changed his mind. So they said the guy left, and my ex was still going crazy in the gas station, you know, and then the cops pulled up. And they said when the cops pulled up, my ex was still ranting and raving in the gas station, so they took his name, and when they went through search his car and shit, he had mad shit in there, and they took him to jail. So I didn't even have to call. You know, it took a little bit, but I didn't have to call. He still ended up in jail. I know I should have called the cops when it happened, but I was more afraid of my life. I mean, for my life, then it was just more important for me to leave. The only ones that know about what happened is the hospital. The hospital, because everything was happening, and during one of the times that I was here in the hospital, he was trying to like get in, and I had already gave the name no, and to tell them no, and they had came in the back and told me that he was trying to get in. So and that's around the time that I had found out I was pregnant. And then I lost my baby because of course, what I went through. I guess the trauma on my body. The trauma on my body wasn't allowing the baby to stay. And I had already lost 3 kids before that. So altogether, I lost 4 kids. I lost 4 babies. So that hurt my heart. That was enough for me at that point. So I should have called the cops, but I didn't. And he still ended up in jail. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, karma is real. It's real. My heart hurts. It's nothing to really say because my heart hurt. What am I supposed to say? I don't like. My heart hurt, man. My heart. I've been through a hell of a lot. Prior to this, my previous relationship was the reason why I wasn't trying to be with nobody, and that's only because when I was with him, I got hit in my ear. He hit me in my ear and gave me ear damage. I didn't deal with nobody for 2 years after that. The first guy that I had talked to after that happened to me was my ex, the one that just did all this other stuff. That's why I don't want to be with nobody. I can't do it. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to. I'm so sad. My heart hurts so bad. I don't trust no man. Men say it to their face, turn red. I won't hit you. I won't hurt you. And I don't believe them. I don't. The worst thing about this all, right, is that when everybody asked him why he did it, he said he don't remember. He said he don't remember what he did. So I get to walk around with hip damage and no baby and fibromyalgia, because he don't remember. There's no explanation. I don't have an explanation because he don't have one. He keeps telling everybody he don't know why he did what he did to me. It just happened, and he didn't know what was happening. And his mother and his cousin had to tell him what happened. And I got all the inboxes. He inboxed me, telling me his mother and his cousin told him, and he don't remember. He said, I don't remember. He said, I don't remember. So I don't have no explanation as to why I'll be in pain for the rest of my life. None. It's gonna be alright, yo. Let me tell you, I will be just fine. Okay? I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. I just pray that I touched somebody else or I helped somebody else out. That's all. That's all. I just pray that I help somebody else, okay? I gotta go, my loves. I'm still at work. I just wanted to just share my love. So that's my way. I'm just sharing my love with y'all. That's all. It's a bunch of queens out here, you know. I don't want nobody going through what I went through. Y'all don't have to be hurt. Y'all don't have to be hurt. You don't gotta be hurt. You don't gotta stay in a relationship at all. At all. I need to do my hair over. I gotta redo my braids. My hair look a mess. I'm on live looking crazy. Look at my hair. At least I ain't got no wig on, honey. Natural hair. I look crazy. I'm sorry. Y'all, be smart. Just be smart. That's all. I will come back and I'll keep talking about it. I'm going to come back on live and I'm going to talk about it later on because I need to help somebody so they don't got to go through what the fuck I went through. Okay? I just need the women or the men that's going through domestic violence or whatever, be strong and leave. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. You're only gonna hurt yourself. Y'all, I love y'all. It's a lot of people that didn't get the comment. I'm gonna go on and log off this. I'm gonna log off because I gotta go help my patients and stuff, okay? But bless y'all. And thank you for praying for me, the ones who did. Thank you. I will go live later, okay? Yeah, God bless y'all. I really do honestly appreciate y'all for listening. The ones that did listen, thank you.